Good evening to Island fans. Another episode in which we get to talk football. And the Carabao Cup champion is not in the building. I don't know where he gone. All right. Okay. All right. But I wanted to say
He just tried to show
congratulations
off.
to him. First of three trophies. Is that first of four? No, or three.
No,
No, we made it
Oh,
four.
can't
you
get it
okay?
for.
Okay, got you. Yeah, yeah. If you count the Super Cup, I guess you could do a throw in that too. See how that is. But ultimately, yeah. Big ups to Moy. And before we even start talking about anything else, Moy. Just to start with you. Let's start with you. That was the feature image in the show. You guys are champions. You beat who you beat again? Tottenham. You beat Tottenham in the
And
final.
I
and I'm
remember
sure
that.
you
Yeah, but
Yeah,
nobody.
that game was a whole practice
Oh
match.
man. And
it
the
was.
sadness, son again crying, Harry Kane wondering who am I going to sign with next season. Everybody looking around, wondering what happened. Congrats, Moy. Congrats, Ireland fans. We show props to you. Go ahead, boss. We have to say.
Well, let me first start off by,
More
the first
before you go, let me just play a video. Cause I promise to play your video. Let me just play a video before you cuss
one
and say,
champion.
yeah, nobody now play a clip.
World Cup champions once again. We made it four in a row. Unstoppable City. We keep going. One down, two more to go. Come on,
One down, two more to go. Indeed. All right. Big ups to my Man City Carabao Cup champions. It's what, four in a row or four in all? Or three in a row?
Oh no, oh
Oh,
no.
Four in a
bro.
row. Oh wow. Okay. All righty then.
Man City Cup.
So okay, and your boy Laporte came in here and did the job. So it's Laporte Diaz instead of John Diaz. Seamless process, kept a clean sheet. Big ups to the American keeper was starting, right? Was he right?
Mm-hmm.
where he was.
Yeah, yeah, okay. And he kept a clean sheet as well. So what do you have to say about the game?
Let me first start off, big up to my team for getting the first championship of the season.
Hmm.
But then from that, I'm going to jump over to Tottenham because I think if Jose was in the situation over Ryan Mason, it
Hmm.
probably would have been a better game because he would have. I mean, we all know that Jose is defensive minded, but I think with Jose, he would have proved a little different because in the game it was strictly like Manchester City. The only thing you remember from the Tottenham perspective was just the Lo Celso shot, and that was it. You know, but to jump back to Man City's perspective, I am very proud of Razzle Dazzle. He came and showed, he came, he came and showed on that, he had a little rough patch of form, but he came and did the damage. He didn't really get the goal, but we saw a glimpse of what we love to see him doing, running at the defense. And I'm very glad to see that Zach Steffen also got a clean sheet because after the Chelsea loss, those two players were getting a lot of hate from
True, true.
City fans all over social media on why he started Zach Steffen. He's not good. And I mean, I'm here like he's the one that started the cup game, so you should just sit Edison. We've been winning with him. If we lose with him, that's how it goes down,
Okay.
you know. And it's just all around. This is the second time, the second time Laporte is won a championship for us. He did it in the Premier League when he scored the goal against Brighton, and he did it once again here against Tottenham Hotspur. The Tottenham trophy-less cabinet that is very dusty. I did Arsenal a favor. So they
Mm,
can continue saying thank you. But
mm.
on a whole, Carabao Cup is now one of the most famous trophies in England, but you win it, a trophy is still a trophy, so you're still happy about that. One down, two more to go.
Okay. All right. Before we get to the third city fan, Jamal, talk to me about the game.
He wearing blue too,
I tell you so. Yeah, yeah. Wrong shade though, but he always there. He didn't know what to do with himself. You know.
Oh, I
I'm,
didn't
I'm
even.
serious.
I
What you
didn't.
said?
I didn't watch the full match. I was in the park getting some sun while the match was playing.
You didn't miss nothing.
Mm.
You really didn't miss nothing.
Oh
But,
yeah,
but
but serious, good.
I do hear people saying that Spurs lost the game when they sacked Mourinho, which I do think is true. That to give there's a bit of feedback from them.
Yeah, somebody mute.
Yeah, they were saying that Mourinho would have had a better chance against City, but we all know City would have won the game anyway. But it'd probably been a better game if Mourinho had coached the team.
Hmm.
But anyways, congrats to City. One down, two to go.
One down, two to go. That seems to be the theme, you know. And speaking of that, one down, two to go. Come on, City, talk to me. Talk to you, Munchie. I know you have, as usual, have a lot to say. Go ahead, Munchie.
No, no, I don't really. Oh, good night, everyone. I don't really have
Yeah,
a
Monty.
lot to say because like this was inevitable. Like, come on, like
Ooh.
you guys really thought like record speak for himself. This guy lost
Mm,
14. Oh, this guy won 14 out of the 15 finals he's been in his managerial career. So
mm,
Pep's record in the final is very outstanding. Um, I agree with what the undercover City fan said. Like if Mourinho was there, it would have been a kind of different.
Oh boy.
wow.
No, honestly, honestly, he's right, and not only him, but the world is saying so, and they're right because for one, Harry Winks wouldn't have started, and Dolly would have started. I don't think Aurier would have gotten the nod. So there are a lot of aspects to this game where you watch the Jose Mourinho side and Jose Mourinho setup compared to the Ryan Mason setup. So it would have been a really different game, totally different game. Who knows? Maybe they would have gotten four with Mourinho. Maybe they could have scored a goal with Mourinho. But by the end of the day, like Fernandinho and Aguirre would have won 6 League Cups. So it doesn't really matter, you know. So
Doesn't matter. Okay.
kudos to Laporte. Not even Laporte. I would thank John Stones for that red because
Mm,
we all know if he hadn't got that red, he would have started on Sunday. Is Sunday the game played?
Yeah, yes.
Yes. He would have started yesterday, right? So it's like a cloud with a silver lining for Laporte. Um, just to touch a little in the future now. I was discussing with Moy if he should get the nod over Stones for Wednesday. And I told them no, mainly because Stones is suspended for the next 2 games, which is Crystal Palace and Chelsea. So that's basically like he would play like 3 weeks without football. So I wouldn't do Stones that right now. I would go with Stones in that game and, give Laporte, just pat him on the shoulder and say, buddy, how it goes. Like, take one for the team. He already won us one cup, so make Stones do us that honor and keeping Mbappe name at bay. But then again, come on, City, that was inevitable. Best team in Manchester. One down, two to go.
alrighty then. Go ahead, Moy. Talk to me.
It was just this debate about the whole game and how Laporte should have been sent off, and it was just kicking up about the referee. I mean, in the games you were watching, the referee really wasn't consistent with the calls because
Mm,
certain things you saw, like in the first half, he let it go, but then second half, he booked one or two players for some of these things.
yeah.
And people, they were just saying, oh, the Porter should have been sent off, and if he was sent off, he wouldn't be able to score the goal, and he wouldn't be able to win. I mean, this is just a saying, because if he let's say he managed to get the yellow card first time, you know, he's not going to continue to be playing reckless and he know he's on the yellow. You know, he would be more wise in the decision making. So that was just a conspiracy they had in the whole game.
For me, though, I found that the ref called that
And
game pretty well. You know, pretty even. You know, he was letting some calls go, and I found that let the game play. This is a final. Let the game play. I mean, you're not gonna call a foul for every little thing here. I found that he let the game flow. In my opinion, let it flow really well.
so
Yeah,
the
yeah,
same
I
thing could have
agree
been
with you.
said for Regulon. Like Regulon could have easily been sent off. Look at the challenges he made. He could have simply got two easy early yellow cards. Like nobody's
Mm,
saying that, but because it was
mm,
Laporte and the winner, they really based on that. But they're not watching Regulon and those tackles that he's making, and he should have been carded early on.
mm.
Nobody's saying that.
Yeah, you're right. I agree. I do actually agree with you, Munchie. Spurs trophies funny. Joe, let me talk to you for a second there. Um, as a Arsenal fan, against Tottenham, what would you, if you could advise Harry Kane right now, what would you tell him?
Leave, come home. That's easy. Come home. He's a boyhood Arsenal.
Come home.
He's a boyhood Arsenal fan. Come home. Come home
Hmm.
before it's too late. There's still time to win something. You know,
Okay.
there is. There's
All right.
still time
As
to win
not as
something.
an
I
Arsenal
don't think
fan,
he
as
He
want to
doing
win.
interject
something there.
now.
He doing
I
something.
don't
Of
think he
course,
want to win
he
FA
can.
Cups.
Oh
Well, hey,
wow,
well, it's better than anything he's ever won.
I,
that is true, which is nothing.
I thought Munchie would have tried to at least
Precisely.
come harder than that.
That's the
I mean,
point.
come on, man. Come on.
Mm,
You win
Yeah,
4 Carabao Cup
like
in a row.
I've held you to higher standards, Munchie.
Yeah, come on, man. You win
no,
4
no. I'm
Carabao
saying
Cup in a
like
row.
why, why,
Congratulations. That's your trophy.
why would you leave Tottenham to go to Arsenal to compete for an FA Cup? Like
Okay, but
that's like no,
Munchie,
don't move.
Yo, I
You're
was
so
expecting a
desperate for a
competing for
trophy that you want
mid-table.
an FA
you're
Cup.
drawing me out, though. You're drawing me out because
oh
if we're on
boy.
the cusp of
But I'm just saying, like
witnessing,
if I'm
right? But I'm saying if
if I'm
Hurricane
Harry
come,
Kane,
go ahead, I'm listening to you.
I'm listening.
What?
Right, I
No,
was
You
no,
saying,
listen
go
to
ahead, go
you,
ahead.
I
I'm
was,
listening. If Harry Kane,
I was saying, if we're on the cusp of doing something great, and
Uh,
you add a player like Harry Kane, I'm saying that the possibilities are endless. So it wouldn't just be FA Cups we'll be competing for or going deep into that competition. He'll be open to more trophies. We challenge for the Premier League. When
one.
we win the,
With
well,
one
well,
signing?
He
you
can.
forget to
I'm
put
saying
try.
that
You forget to put
but
try
but
before
if you put one side
I
in
Premier
said
League.
the
challenge.
second belief,
I said challenge.
You forget
One
to put the
signing
word
can
try.
change the team. One signing can
exactly, a
change the team.
one signing can Manuel second place. You forget? I know your
Yeah,
memory short, man. Memphis. Come
yeah.
on.
No,
No,
One signing
you
change the
just
whole
buy a player.
mindset.
One signing cemented it.
Cemented.
Cemented.
All right,
What is that?
wonderful.
Alright.
Oh man. Okay. So yeah.
As
So
Jamal said a couple weeks, Arsenal lead about 6,
But
7
all I'm
signings,
saying,
you get?
I don't think Harry Kane would make a move.
you don't think so? So
Well, that's
Possibly
understood.
11.
I can't believe people actually thought Tottenham were going to win, though. I
I
was
can't believe
laughing for the
Son
end.
actually thought that Spurs was going to win.
I
You
think
know,
a lot of people thought there was a serious
I mean,
35% chance with
Yeah,
Mourinho
when
you know
there.
Jose
what the
was there.
With
what?
Mourinho there, they
Everybody
would have
was.
won.
Yeah,
Here's
I
what it
always
is.
have. Sorry, there, Joe. You guys know I've said that this was the cup that I had a funny feeling about with
Yeah,
City.
yeah.
Mhm.
And
But
Yeah,
honestly, I don't
under
think.
Mourinho they
Okay.
might have won. But under Mourinho they might have won. But I think that everybody was also assuming that, like most other teams, they would have had that new manager bounce that most
I
teams
thought
usually have, and they would
they
have
have a manager.
trashed City. And yeah,
Wow.
did you guys see the managerial comparison that Sky Sports had
Sky
the
Sports is
yep.
audacity to put on
ridiculous.
the TV?
That's
No, but
unfair.
the thing is,
That's so unfair.
it's not
That's
real.
so
That was
unfair.
crazy.
So you
He's
guys really
29.
believe Pep would have lost to that statistics?
I mean, you're all
football,
moving to the
as Joe,
same.
as Joe
I'm sure the
said,
pre-game
football,
talk
as Joe
kept us
always,
saying, guys, like this guy has 2 game.
football is played on
Yeah,
the day, guys. Football is played on the day.
Internet for the win.
Football
I'm
is
saying
played on the
Memphis.
day.
I honestly thought that Tottenham would have came out. I expected more attacking from Tottenham coming into this game though, because I didn't really see him as a defensive minded coach sitting back to
Mhm.
let City do what they had to do.
I mean,
Okay.
I felt like though last point that this was still a Jose Mourinho team. He's just
Mhm.
left.
Yeah,
Yeah,
The
it's
things
yeah.
still
that
the same.
the tactics and stuff like that he had put in, it's hard for them to just get it out.
Yeah,
And Ryan
yeah,
Mason is coming
Yeah.
is not wouldn't
yeah,
change much really.
yeah. A lot of players said that. A lot of commentators made the same point that yeah, it was basically a Jose Mourinho kind of setup. So not much that could be done there. All right. Okay. So let's move on. Let's try to cover the Premier League games because we really want to get into the what's happening in Europe. So let's start with the Arsenal Everton game. What's up with that, guys? We were supposed to do a watch along with this. I guess no, I understand why not. But it didn't happen. It didn't really happen. And it ended up being, I think it was a own goal by Leno. I didn't see it, so some Arsenal people, you gotta talk to me about
Boss,
what
Yo,
happened here.
boss.
yo, let me go
So,
first. Let me go
oh, go ahead,
first.
Memphis. Memphis, want to go?
Yo,
Okay.
yo, big up my brother Emmy Martinez. My brother.
Oh,
Since
that's very much.
last season, I told
Oh,
Shaq Martin is the best keeper at Arsenal. Man, tell me no. Now look here, shambles. Utter
shambles. I
shambles.
don't know what happened. What actually happened?
Yo,
Was it a really bad goal?
the man look like Almunia. I
Oh
remember
wow, that's
I think it was when they went to the
Wow.
Champions League final. Is the
that's
Champions
a
League final
comparison
where he
there.
did the exact same thing?
Oh, oh.
So
The
he
man look
dropped the
like
ball
that.
in the goal. I don't know what
No, no,
happened. Can
no.
you
It came
answer?
off his heel
Yeah,
from like a
he
low
had a
cross.
Chesney moment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Chesney.
Oh
So here
man.
what happened, right? Richarlison
Almonia.
went down the flank, and Richarlison just took, a random shot near post just to kick the ball towards the goal.
I don't even think it was a
And
shot. I think it was crossing.
Leno went down to, just catch the ball and take it up. But misjudged the ball. The ball went through his legs, hit his foot, and then went into the goal.
Damn.
It
Tough,
was
tough,
it
tough,
was it was it was
tough.
catastrophic. It
That
was a
that was just
disaster.
so
Love that
I,
Arsenal.
wa-
word.
I
Catastrophic.
was so disappointed. And the beauty about it is,
hmm
we could have won the game. We played well enough to at
hmm
least it was one day because the defense defended good that game. You couldn't say the defense this and the defense they played good. And of course, count on Leno to do some madness. And
Wow.
no, sir, I
Okay,
see your face.
Joe,
Big up,
Joe,
I
big
see
up
time out,
Martinez.
no,
time out,
Big
bro,
up
time out, bro.
Martinez.
I see your
You
face.
just said
Listen,
count on Leno to make a
to do
mistake.
some madness.
Woo!
Yeah.
You start
Yes,
now.
I
It
said that.
start now.
Yeah. If you watch it back, right, this is not Leno's first, second. Within the past 10 to 15 games, Leno has had at least 6 to 7 mistakes, right? And yes,
Touched.
I can go
Red
back.
card.
I can go back to the beginning when one of the first shows I ever featured on, and I said that I would have kept Emmy Martinez for one
My brother.
particular reason. Leno is a good shot stopper. He's a better shot stopper, in my opinion, than Emmy is. But Emmy is a better all-round goalkeeper.
And you
So for
base,
that particular reason, sorry.
I, I think, guys, I think, Joe, that sometimes we are very short-sighted because prior to the
Shots.
10-game run, prior to the 10-game run for Emmy at the back end of last season, when Emmy has gotten games throughout his Arsenal career for the 10 years, he has made those kind of mistakes as well. He had a good 10-game run, and I give it to him. And then we've suddenly forgotten how great Leno has been. How great Leno has been throughout his time at Arsenal because he's on a little
Great.
bad stretch. Great. Yes, Memphis. Great.
Leno has made.
Leno single-handedly kept us in games last season.
He had games like that, but let me say this too. Let me say this, right? You might disagree with me, but I feel part of the problem with Arsenal is we're so accustomed to mediocrity that we get an average, we get somebody that performs decent for a period of time, and we go ballistic about it, thinking that they're the best. Honestly
So you're,
speaking,
so you're saying that Leno is
Leno has been
mediocre.
good. I'm not saying Leno is mediocre. I just said we're so accustomed to mediocrity. Leno has been good, yes, but over the time, Leno has also made a lot of mistakes. It's
But
not. It's nothing new. He has not
point me
been
to a
doing it.
player,
He has
Joe,
not been
that
doing it
hasn't
as
made
much.
mistakes. You don't just write him off like that, bro.
Yeah, let's get
I haven't
Jamal's
written
opinion
him
on
off.
this. Jamal, what do you
I
think
haven't
about
written him
this?
off. No, that's
Don't
still
write
my
him
number
off.
one. That's still my
Oh
number one
wait, I wasn't
goalkeeper.
finished. I
But
wasn't finished.
Yeah,
You
Jamal.
can
No,
sing him
but
off.
Let's get Jamal in. Let's get Jamal in. Let's get Jamal
I was
in.
gonna talk about Nketiah and so. Come on now.
We can come back to that. All right, go ahead.
we
Go ahead,
don't we
Jamal.
don't say that name around here, man. Please. We don't need to do that.
Oh boy.
I agree with Shaq in the sense that you can't just look at short-sightedness and say Leno has been abysmal. He's not been abysmal. He's been poor recently, yes. Just like every keeper goes through his ups and downs. Every player goes through ups and downs. But like Shaq was saying previously, before Martinez had his run, Leno was our keeper. He was also, he played for Germany a couple times too. So you can't just put that aside and say, okay, we're gonna take a guy who's had a great 10-game run and then put him in. What if he makes some mistakes? You would have said, oh, we should get left. So it's a bit of a 50-50 there. Yes, I mean, Martinez was on form at the time, but does form last a while or does class? That's the way I think the club looked at it, and I think it was our decision as well. Arteta looked at it and decided to keep the keeper who's been doing it for longer in the league as opposed to the guy who's just been doing it.
Because I'm hearing you talk, Jamal, and to be honest with you, it's not about United. We'll get to that in a second. It feels like y'all had the same problem that we currently have, but y'all made a different decision than United are looking like they're going to make, because you have our keeper who has made mistakes recently in the last 2-3 years, David De Gea, and a lot of people wanted to get rid of him. I'm one of them, and
You just want to get rid of everybody that's not English.
Then I have Henderson there, who's played really, really, really well, who's now looking like he's going to be our number one keeper. Was there a world in which y'all would have kept Martinez and he would have been number one, and y'all was so Leno?
At this point, yeah, I think so. If he had signed, because originally he had agreed to stay, but then Aston Villa came in with that last minute offer with guaranteed, the number one spot, so he left. But then again, maybe not, because the competition would have been there to keep the pressure on Leno, and I don't want the guys to misunderstand me and think that I'm saying that Leno isn't good, because especially with Shaq, you hear, and as soon as you start talking about somebody that you support, you're too quick to react.
He's very loyal. He's very loyal.
You need to listen. You need to
okay,
listen.
okay,
You need
Joe.
to listen to the whole story. You understand? Listen,
No, but from what you said, go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Sorry.
Because what I'm saying is, it's not like I'm saying that Leno is a bad goalkeeper or anything, but the man has been making mistakes, mistake after mistake after mistake in recent time. And then my thing too is, even a game like that, why not start Matt Ryan? The few chances, the few opportunities Matt Ryan has gotten, and then the next thing too, because I remember saying this as well, that it is quite possible that part of the reason why Leno is maybe making the bunch of mistakes that he's making, the man probably tired.
Okay, but I have a question. I have a question, Adrian. You said something in there that just pricked my mind. If you start, is the mistakes that Leno is making equivalent to his class overall? I mean, would you rather put Matt Ryan in the goal? Would you rather put Matt Ryan in the goal and then concede 4 than put Leno in the goal and maybe possibly have 1 mistake? Isn't Leno so much better than but isn't he generally a better keeper than Ryan? Isn't he generally a better keeper than Ryan? Wouldn't you want your best keeper in goal?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. But if you had two striker, your striker play 20 game and he not score no goal, and you have another striker on the bench, you know, give game time. I make the other striker get some time to get here together.
Don't ask him that.
That because that is what you should do. Not because
ask
he's the better goalkeeper overall means that we start him every game. He has been
won't-
making mistakes
What about class?
consistently for a period of time. Plus, to be honest, let's be realistic. I don't know what Arsenal fans are expecting at this point with the league. It is almost mathematically impossible for us to at least get into the top 6, right? Play Ryan, left Leno, leave Leno to rest, put everything together and come full for the Europa League game.
Okay. All right. Munchie, talk to me. Sorry, Munchie, you have to get it. Sorry, bro. Go ahead, Munchie, quickly.
I strongly disagree with Joe in terms of when he's saying one of the reasons Leno is making mistakes because he's tired and he should give the next keeper a game. Like, look at Manchester City last season. My second keep didn't even play a minute of Premier League football. And you tell me if Edison made a mistake, I mean he's tired? Nah, it's not that. The thing is, Leno is comfortable because he knows the next keeper next to him isn't as good as him. And I think that's why, now I agree to when you say Arsenal fans, sorry, Shaq, settle for mediocrity because it's like, oh, it's Arsenal. Whatever happen, like, you know, we already know this would happen. Or, you know, it's us. If we lose 3-1 versus Fulham, oh, it's Arsenal. And that's where it stands with Arsenal right now. Like,
all right, okay, stop.
When things happen, you guys just accept it.
Stop. Who accepts it? I've spoken to Jamal, Andrew after games, and we don't accept defeat. So I mean,
no, but
I'm not talking about defeat. I'm talking about like the way. I'm not talking about defeat per se, Shaq. I'm just talking about like in general, like the whole setup of things. Because I'm telling you, if you had a strong number 2 with Leno, as soon as Leno make 1 or 2 mistakes, easily he can be benched.
But Monchi,
like, looking at Matt Ryan, you guys
be fair. Tell me a Premier League team with a strong number 2.
Hi.
Manchester City.
All right, okay. I'll give Man U that. Manchester City.
City have a strong number 2.
I have USA number 1 as my number 2. Like for real, Shaq.
I have Australia number 1 as my number 2.
I have Argentina number 1 as my number 2.
In the world.
What are you saying? Matt Ryan is a proven Premier League goalkeeper.
Yeah,
let's not kid ourselves.
He's a good keeper.
Let's not kid ourselves. And if you go back to the Emmy aspect, hold on. If we go back to the Emmy aspect, Emmy didn't want that competition. He chose to leave because he wasn't guaranteed that number 1 spot. He chose to leave. That wasn't an Arsenal issue. That wasn't an Arsenal accepting mediocrity. That's why he choosing to leave, and we had to go and we had to deal with it. That he didn't want to face the competition. But Leno is our number 1. And not because Leno in Friday Gandhi made a mistake. I'm just going to say, yo, that man did a good job. Right here.
Nobody ever said that Leno wasn't good. That's what I'm saying. You're listening and you're understanding the part that you want to understand. But
Joe, you're crying him down. You're ready to drop him out the team.
I mean, if we're ready for drop you out the team, this man is
lesson. Come on, for real.
And we signed a goalkeeper on loan that we're not giving any game. If you're making consistent mistakes, you get dropped.
Okay, but then you don't have that same energy when it comes to other players on team.
Joe does, to be fair. Joe does, to be fair, because Joe has a cuss people in the group.
Not
Okay,
everybody. You know this. You know
let's
this.
try to move on to the other games. Let's see what's going on in the rest of the Premier League. Liverpool
Oh wait,
1-1.
yeah.
Go ahead, big boss.
No, they don't have some teething thing that bad in give you all.
Hey, let's start them up
Yeah,
there.
we
Oh
did.
gosh. Hey,
Listen,
Yeah,
move on,
we
move
don't
on.
even talk about
Move
that
on, move on,
anymore. That's
move on.
normal.
But
That's normal. That's
that
normal.
was a big robbery, honestly.
that's a
That's
red.
true.
It
Yeah,
was a
that's
red
normal.
card. It was
Agenda.
a penalty.
Oh, yes,
We
yes,
could
yes,
have got
yes.
Another
that
That's true.
penalty.
conspiracy.
Yep.
And that same game and that same goal that
That's
Everton
true.
scored, it was the same distance. If you check it with Charleston, was from Shaka. That Pepe was from the other Everton defender.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't get it.
We
I
don't
don't get the
Yo,
refs
we don't stress
VAR
watching
out,
this
dog.
thing.
VAR
we
out.
don't
Conspiracy,
stress
Josh.
over that.
Conspiracy.
That's normal.
You know the funny thing about VAR?
Inconsistency.
Shaq was the person who mostly wanted it.
I still want VAR. The problem is
And
the
now it's
refs.
against him.
I like
The
No,
that.
problem is the refs. I'm
That's
I
saying
against
like
so.
that.
VAR. VAR
Yeah.
is not the
But
problem, no. The people
Correct.
are the problem, not
Mhm.
but
VAR.
to
VAR
be
is
fair,
good, it's great technology.
the penalty was kind of soft.
Hey, penalty or penalty. So you of all people should not be talking about
Hey,
soft
hey,
penalty.
hey, hey,
You have the
hey.
fact. That's
About soft penalties.
common is light
For real.
screen.
For
I'm
real.
talking about
For
soft
real,
penalty.
Memphis.
Okay. Okay,
About
Wow.
soft
Liverpool 1-1.
penalty, nah.
Are Liverpool still
Yo,
with the outside chance of making the top four, guys?
Joe
Honest
Willock.
no,
question.
no.
Yeah.
Arsenal should have kept Joe Willock.
Yo,
So,
Joe Willock has been trying his best for us to move up this table. Are we just battling it? The man
he's been
scored
playing
against
well.
Tottenham, Liverpool.
He's been playing well.
Who else? And the
And
man, we
coming
just not capitalizing.
and coming off the bench
That's
too, I
true.
think, right? He keep
Yeah.
coming off the
That's
bench and doing it. So big ups to him. Y'all, I think I think Shaq was the one that made the key point that he's not entirely confident with Van Dijk coming back, that this Liverpool team will still be the same that it was last year. But a lot of commentators online, they think differently. They think Liverpool are going to make a title challenge. Yeah, I think so.
It depends on who they keep and who they sell.
With
Okay,
the
they keep the
overnight
whole team.
defender coming back. No.
If they keep the whole team,
yeah,
Van
let's
Dijk fully
whole
fit,
team.
Gomez
Mhm.
fully fit.
Mm-hmm.
Starting 11, they win the league.
Premium good.
I wouldn't say they win the league. I'd say they at least be higher up in the table.
Okay,
Because
they make
you,
top
you
four.
can't deny that the Van Dijk and the Joe Gomez being gone is a significant factor in their struggles.
Yes,
They have
but then
they
at
have a
what
centre
point?
back right now whose team just got relegated and their fans chasing people around the stadium and some championship event.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I mean,
yeah.
I think the point was made that at what point do you stop saying that and just accept the fact that I'm just not good. I mean, I feel like if every I'm trying to find a nicer way to say it. I do
It's
have
kind of
my bias because I hate Liverpool.
yeah,
And I do
I
agree with
understand.
you.
Too late.
I do agree with you. No, I'm just trying to figure it out. It's like every single game they
Josh.
drop points. People that keep saying that, if
Josh.
Van Dijk was there, Van Dijk was there. But I mean, like,
Josh.
aren't you good enough of a team that you could figure it out?
Josh.
Aren't you
Thing.
good enough of a coach?
Before they
signed,
signed Van Dijk, they were in a similar situation where they had the attack. And you remember there was a meme with a car in the front. It was like a sports car. In the middle, it was like a sedan. In the back is some rusty piece of junk.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
They're back in that situation again. I remember they were mid table then too before they signed Van Dijk.
Okay, but guys, I know Shaka hate me for this, but look at Leicester's back line when they won the league. They had the Jamaican dude behind there now that can't
Wes
run.
Morgan and Robert Huth.
Thank you. If you have Wes Morgan and Robert Huth behind there, you're telling me that Klopp can't figure out a way for put two defenders behind there and win some games?
Yeah, but that's a different style.
I'm sorry. No, I know, but you know your style. So you're saying your style is dependent upon a Van Dijk-like player? If you nobody else like Van Dijk come in that spot, you can't win.
They need pace because of the high line.
Let me point it out to you there. You see, when City lost Laporte, everybody was on there, and City still came second. We weren't that badly off. Now they just use a Van Dijk, overhype Van Dijk as to say, and they're badly off.
No, you can't. I wouldn't.
More, you took that out. I wanted to say that.
Say overhype.
I wanted to say that more.
Yo, don't get me on this overhype train now
Because
because I'm
Oh
going to
boy.
come with
I wouldn't say
comparison
overhyped.
and your
no,
heart
don't get us.
can't give me the
People
win.
No, no,
hype
no.
up Ruben Diaz now, so I don't know up to you.
No, no, don't even
Yeah,
try that. Don't even try
Okay,
that,
Nobody
bro.
let
hype
me
up Ruben
let me.
Diaz like
I
that,
can
like
get
that.
in
Shaq
here.
Shaq
But
on trend someday. Good shot.
But two things on this Liverpool issue. And Joe, I'm just cite you on this real quick. Alisson has been making a lot of mistakes this
Oh
year.
boy.
Just saying. And I'll move on from that
yes,
quickly.
yes,
I think the other major
yes.
problem with Liverpool is that because they've been having to move, I would say, their engine and put it at the back, that they lost that midfield. I think that's the biggest problem with Liverpool.
I agree.
That they lost everything that they had that was going for them really in the midfield. That was taking the pressure off the defense, which would be, and Henderson in there. And then they had to push that at the back. So, of course, they would immediately come under more pressure.
Yeah,
Big
Can I
yeah,
boy.
that's
respond
true.
to the
But Chuck, let
Allison?
me ask you a
okay,
question. Let me ask you
me,
a
me, me, me,
question,
me,
Chuck.
me, me.
Go ahead, man.
Oh, wow, wow,
Wait, wait.
wow.
Joe. My hand was up first.
Go ahead, man. Yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
My hand was up first. Shaq, I totally a million gazillion trillion bazillion time disagree with that
That's
because
not a
Wow.
number. But go ahead.
yes, they put the engine at the back rather than in the middle. But here's the difference: they're not losing 5-0, 6-0, 7-0, 8-0. They're losing 1-0, 2-1. The front three is still the same. The front three is not scoring. The engine
Yeah,
is
that's true.
there to protect the back four, yes, but the front three is there to score the goals. All these time they're losing 1-0, 2-1, 1-0, 1-0. The front three is on the field. The front three is just missing. So
Their supply is in defense now.
it does it matter? Does it
That's
matter
that
who
was my
pass them the
counter
ball?
action, Marcus.
Who no like to pass the ball to Mane's feet, for him to take on the left back, cut inside and curl it up in the far post. He needs Henderson to pass him that ball. Curtis Jones can't give him a simple pass like that. That's just
You never
my
know.
point. It
I hear
doesn't
you, man. I
matter
hear you.
who passes
I
the
hear
ball.
you.
The
Henderson might
front
have skill
three has
points
just
on.
been awful. The
I
front
think
three has just been awful.
I think it's
Just not
I think it's
scoring.
the midfield as a collective and not just individual here and there. I think as a collective they're missing something.
Hmm. All right.
Oh,
Okay, so we need to move
Hey,
on,
I
guys.
lost, as Morris, I
Quickly.
lost support. It came second.
Well, earlier on, we
The
see
Bruno out for almost
here
three
that
three weeks. Come on.
Pemberton solved the problem and by Kepa, this is Arsenal people. Yeah, he's open. He's on the market. May or may not be. See how it is. And in pool defense, they lost more than just Virgil van Dijk. Sure, at one point they lost the whole back line. By this thing that if you're supposed to be a top team that won the Champions League and a top coach that has won titles, figure it out. Stop making excuses. All right? Because you're right, City feet people. Yeah, nobody gives no excuses to Pep. Don't give them to Klopp. Okay? Two top coaches. Moving on quickly. This game you
Remember
do well.
Joe. Remember
Joe,
Joe.
Joe,
Joe,
let me
Joe is
know.
itching.
Oh, sorry, Joe. Sorry, I didn't see you, man. I thought you were playing wrong. Good, bro.
No. I just had a question for Shaq on the same Liverpool defense thing.
Oh.
If you really look at it now, right? I don't know if you tell me if you agree or disagree. Well, first thing first, let me address the Allison. Allison is making a lot of mistakes. I agree, 100%. But guess what? The
Adrian
second
worse.
keeper, the backup keeper, he has played and showed that he makes worse mistakes. So that is understandable. Moving right along. Now, in Liverpool's defense, I think one of the most important things that they're missing is a leader in the back line.
Fair enough.
I believe that's I don't believe the defenders are as bad as we think, but there's nobody that's leading. It's kind of like Gabriel and Holding. There's nobody leading. Two defenders that can defend decently well, but no, everybody do their own thing. Gabriel is individually a good defender, and Holding can hold his
Just
own,
vibes.
but together,
Hey, pun
So they're not
intended.
nobody is
they're not the
leading.
best in the league.
I believe that's part of the
Gabriel.
problem. Sorry,
Gabriel is the best
Gabriel is the
centre back
best
in the
young
league.
defender in the league. Don't let
Hashtag
nobody fool
Shaq.
you with that. Best young centre
Ruben,
back in the league.
Fofana left
I
the
will
Ruben
agree
chat.
with
Diaz.
that.
Ruben Diaz,
Fofana
good
left the
for
chat.
me.
Diaz is
for who?
23. Just let you
Fofana left the
know,
chat.
Joe. Just letting you
Ruben
know.
Diaz gone swimming.
Ruben Diaz for player of the season. All right, moving on. So West Ham versus Chelsea. Two controversial things here. Well, three controversial things happened in this game. One, Timo Werner scored. Yay!
And then miss a tap in.
Yes, but that's typical. So the scoring part was the controversial part. All right, that doesn't normally happen, but he did. Big ups to him with his confidence because I'm seriously worrying about his mental health recently. After some of the goals that he's been missing. On top of that too, there was concerns about the penalty. West Ham thought that they should have got the penalty, and if you all saw it, but what was interesting is about it, and I'll draw this to the City fans, is that the ball hit Aspilicueta's torso and then his arm. Did that happen to somebody recently? Where something hit another body part and then hit their arm, and they got the penalty? But yet here, they didn't get the penalty. So West Ham was like,
Champions League, wasn't it? Champions League.
I think
it was in the Champions League. I'm just making the
Champions
point
League is
about
different
it.
than Premier League.
Yeah, it's different.
Yes, but I'm just making the point about the fact that the competitions then and the consistency of the rules generally, because that's what West Ham is saying, is that how come in other cases it is, but it isn't here, and where are we with that particular rule? They also had issues with the red card. They got a red card late in the game, and West Ham
that's
people
not
thought
a
they shouldn't have got a red. And I am inclined to believe them, and it changed the game.
When you look at what happened to Pepe on Friday, then to see that he got a red card for that, and the I think his whole gate didn't get a red. You just gotta throw your hands up, man.
Yeah.
Justice for
Alan
Pepe.
said. Yeah, Alan Shearer said the same thing too. He said that it was never a red card for him at least, and that they made a mistake there. And for people like West Ham, those kind of mistakes hurt more because nobody's expecting them to even be where they are and make the top four. But they'll still be fighting. The league looks very interesting. West Ham in fifth, 3 points behind a Chelsea who's in fourth, and just a point ahead of Liverpool who's in sixth. And Tottenham in seventh, so a point behind them as well. So it's tightened up. It's tightened up
who's
there.
in eight?
Lingard
it?
price tag went down.
I mean, he looked like the
why?
Lingard from last season, to be honest.
Good,
Yeah,
good
he didn't have
question, Monty.
very good question. Got
question.
down
Because
by about 5
when
or 10
Haaland didn't score against City, his price tag went down. So I'm asking,
And guess what? When Haaland scored two versus Wolfsburg, he went back up 50.
Did it really?
Especially when they were down 10 mil after Jude Bellingham's red card, and the man still carried the team. Score goal, the price go up. So you go.
Yo, that defender just slow dog. I don't care what anybody say.
So Josh, that means,
So big man.
Josh, so does that mean that Mbappe's price will go up when he dent City 2 times?
Yep.
Oh boy.
Is he
Yep,
fit?
could be.
What are
What
you
Just check it.
talking
He
about?
ain't missing that game.
We have to get to that. We have to get to that. Sorry. Leeds versus Man United. Memphis.
Can I go first?
How you mean? Yeah, no, wait.
Okay,
wait,
go
wait.
ahead. Okay,
So
Memphis, go ahead.
as much as Leeds are a rival, we have to give them little points so they could pass Arsenal.
Oh,
Shut
okay,
up.
that's
Shut up. Shut up.
yes,
Hear the boy. Hear the boy.
let me quote his manager. His manager said, "I'm
Yo, to
guaranteed
be fair,
this will never
to
be a
be fair.
nil-nil draw.
To be fair,
Two teams are attacking. This game will never end nil-nil."
no,
So
but to
how
be fair,
in
they
the
were
We've said
both
so. We've
they
said
were
so
both
many times.
attacking. They were both attacking though. I don't know how the game was 0-0. I really don't know.
More
I'll tell you how,
something?
because Rashford and Greenwood, they play who can be the most selfish.
Go ahead, Mo. You're gonna say something?
I was just saying, it proves that the second time around that both Manchester teams can beat Leeds, even to have one draw. And, thank you, Leeds. And I will be accepting the trophy when I win it on Sunday because I will be winning on
I have to
Saturday against
lose.
Palace. You're going to lose. That's
Yo,
the
big
thing.
man, me ban Liverpool, dog. I'm chill.
You're home.
Bang
Memphis,
Liverpool,
you're
dog.
home. Memphis, you're
I'm
home.
not sure even why this is even a discussion. We all knew City was gonna win anyway. The discussion of United catching him was never in anybody's mind. So I don't know if he's talking about over there.
Me tell you bang
Right.
Liverpool, though.
Pastor, honestly, right? You might be
Mhm.
surprised. People thought that, the gap was
Really.
going to reduce.
Two
Honestly.
Comeback
people.
was on. The comeback
Two
was on.
people.
First of all,
Yes,
right? I don't even.
they've
I
been.
think this is the. I'm trying to be neutral here, but I think the one thing I would say about this United game is that to me it was obvious that the way Ollie set up the team, he was thinking about the Roma game coming up this week, right?
I
Because
wouldn't
he
say
did.
that.
I would say so because he did all of his substitutions in the last what 7, 10 minutes of the game. Literally, he just threw on
And
Pogba, threw on Cavani, threw on Van de Beek. Like if everybody's asking, why didn't you put him on at the 70th minute?
but
Why didn't you put him
in
at the
okay.
65th minute? So I
But in my
mean,
opinion, the team that
mhm,
he put out is a team that should have been put out
I
in
agree.
terms of matching Leeds running. Because the team we put out can match Leeds straight to straight. Because even the commentator was saying it, United are outrunning Leeds, and most teams struggle to do that this season.
Yeah, I don't disagree with your point. The
They
team
they
on the
just
field
needed to
could be
pass when the pass was there instead of shooting.
the team on the
Greenwood and
field could have
Rashford.
beat them. The team on the field could have beat them. But you take out Pogba and an
Bruno
informed
played.
Cavani. Yeah, yes he did.
Yeah,
Yes he did.
Oh boy.
Uh,
Bruno plays every game.
Foden play
Bruno plays
Sunday,
every game.
aren't you?
Don't
Yes,
the
he
start that
last
did.
time I see
Munchie.
Bruno played was versus Granada. I don't know.
Oh, okay. All
Oh, so you
right.
watch
So
United? Aw.
Leicester 2-1 Crystal Palace. They won this game. Leicester in the top four guys at the end of the season.
Yeah.
So
Well,
shock prediction was wrong.
apparently Liverpool
Shaq
don't
soon eat
want
his
it.
words.
It looks
Shaq soon
so.
eat
It
his
looks so.
words.
But Liverpool don't want it. But
Mm,
And look at Leicester next
I
two
just want to
games.
praise Iniacho. I think he
yep.
has 14 in his last 14.
Yeah,
His
boy.
goal today, that just says confidence.
Yeah, he's in form.
That
He's in
just
form.
says confidence.
So
Yeah,
what
boy.
happens when you give a player time to catch back themselves
I
at
know,
Josh
right?
instead of talking about selling Marshall
Oh
every
no,
week?
no, 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 no. I
Yeah.
thought you were gonna make the point about City should never have sold him and get the
Yeah.
man a shot. The man
Oh
could
no,
take
no, no.
over from Aguero.
City need for dash with Jesus too.
Okay, well, I'm not a City fan.
As we
I
wait
rate
for
City
this
He,
one, let
players.
me make
I
one
they're
don't.
not ready for
point
that
about that.
I
conversation.
don't agree.
I
I
know
don't
this.
agree on the
I know
dash
this would
way.
have come up.
I agree to put him on the wing though, not dash way. Not striking, not going good
No,
for him.
See, I'll tell you
I
right
know
now,
this. That would have come
Inyat
up.
can't strike for City.
Right now, nobody can strike for
You
City.
what I'm saying,
False
Josh.
nine is all they can play.
Josh,
That's true.
Stats.
Josh,
Good, but
Josh. After
mhm.
this, after he scored that winner, I know this. You all were gonna come and say, buy back clause this and that. Let me ask you this question.
Mhm.
Iniacho, he gained this from when Leicester started doing what? Playing two striker, right?
Yeah, next
I
to
don't know if you
Vardy.
guys start notice that. Okay, City and Pep, especially Pep, do not play two striker. They do not.
Pep doesn't
Pep
play a
Mm,
does
striker.
not play two striker, right?
I don't know.
That's
I don't
why
know.
that's why he had to go because there's no way Pep could have had Aguero, Kilichi, and Gabriel in Manchester City team when he's only playing one striker formation. So
I'm
that's
sorry,
the
man.
reason why he had to go.
I disagree with you. If you have Sterling, De Bruyne, Silva, and Foden in a team, Inyat can do what you're doing now. Just finish. Just finish.
But he
You have all the
couldn't.
stars. Yeah, but I mean, he's a different player now. I think he just needed time. Just needed time.
So you can give
You know,
Marshall time.
I will give him time.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe August. That's when I'm gonna give him time. That's the time
The
I'll give
man,
him.
the man injured. What?
Exactly. That's all the time I'll give it him. Let's talk Champions League, guys. All right. Real Madrid
Yo,
versus
how is the
Chelsea.
dash when Burnley actually played football? Come on.
Oh,
Yeah,
they did. They did.
Yeah. I mean, they're not a big team, so we don't respect big teams. All the teams, Super League teams, we talked about. Nobody else. They're not
one
important. So
one controversial thing from
go
this
ahead.
game. Yeah,
Hmm.
y'all saw the situation where y'all about the whole push off and try away. It was against Cook. It was
Yeah,
against
he
Cook.
should
Clock.
have got
Yeah,
I
he
don't
should have
know.
clock.
got a red card too.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's
everybody
true.
thought that was the red, right?
Me
Yeah.
not say nothing, Joe and Jamal. Me
Mm.
not say nothing because Shaka do that and Shaka gets sent off. I said nothing bad.
Because
In
because
fairness,
I was
Shaka that
looking.
man grab his shirt and then do that.
It's the same thing. He made
Yeah.
contact with his face.
And a Leeds player grabbed another player's throat the next game. And on that same day that Xhaka got sent off, I don't remember what team it was, for grabbing a guy by the throat. Another player from another team in a game on that same day did the exact same thing and didn't get sent off. As much as we're not trying to go and say this whole VAR thing is strictly against Arsenal, if we do a comparison of VAR decisions that went against Arsenal versus every other Premier League in the team, I guarantee you we're ahead by a landslide.
Well, yeah, I'm sure somebody's gonna do the data. Somebody will. As soon as we find it, we'll make that comparison. And again, I think it comes down to the one factor that we all I sadly have to accept in football, that there's some things that are left to discretion. And if the discretion is left to the referee, then it may not always be on your side. All right.
Discussion doesn't work against Arsenal, Josh.
Okay, come on,
Because you
people.
guys are
Pepperton says
Arsenal.
say Pep, don't play two strike munch because you clearly forgot the Jacko and Balotelli era.
that was,
Okay.
that was on Pep. That
That's
was
not
That was
Yeah,
that
that's
was
what he's
Pep.
saying. That's what he's saying though. He's saying say Pep don't play two strike. That's what
Yeah.
he's saying.
And
He
he's
say that.
saying
Yeah.
And not that Man City. That's what he's saying.
But I did say
No,
that.
but
Didn't I say
Munchie
that?
said Pep. Munchie said Pep.
He's,
I said
said
that.
he's
Pep.
not Pep said Pep and Man City.
I said that.
That's what Monkey said.
Yeah.
So he's just saying that I don't
I
really kill
finally
the
found
man. Jack.
Munchie Thomas. He was lost. I don't know. Shock, you know what this one is about.
Oh,
Hey,
All
Chad,
I get what you're saying. He said, say Pep. Oh, you just saying say
Yeah.
Pep.
Chad, yeah, he couldn't find it last week
Interesting.
after the FA
Yeah.
Cup.
Okay. Yes, that's true. That's true. Yeah, we won't talk about that. And
He
he's
did,
talking
he
about the
did cry
Brian,
over the
where
quadruple.
it was him on that particular day. Anyway, moving on. Can you all send Aguero to Chelsea, please, and thanks? Yeah, a lot of Chelsea people want him. They want him for real. So I don't know. Let's see where he goes. I think it's gonna be very fun summer. It's gonna be fun summer for several reasons. We'll see what Messi does. You never know. Football crazy. He may just end up in City. Who knows? Played a false nine role.
Arsenal.
So,
Empty
Messi
net.
I think Atletico and Real Madrid drop points.
And they were making the point too the other day about Juventus that they may not make the top four. So the ball might be up for sale. Cristiano not going to play in the Europa League.
They're back in the top four.
Why?
No, the people underneath them have games in hand. The people underneath them have games in hand.
No. AC Milan lost today. AC Milan lost today, so they're above AC Milan goal difference.
Yeah. 3-0. But point is that they're fighting for top four. Whether the games left to play, So if for some reason, I hope Juventus don't make top four. I really do, because I'm hoping there's an outside chance I could convince Cristiano to come back to United.
You talking about that? You better hope Dortmund don't make it.
That too. I've been hoping for that too. I've been hoping for that. All right. But yeah, who's winning this game, guys?
Real Madrid.
Madrid.
Whoa.
I don't know. know.
Yeah, I said the same thing about Real Madrid versus Liverpool.
Know.
Talking about Real Madrid there for the taking. And then
No, I do agree that I think Real Madrid may edge them out over the tie. But something is telling me Tuchel has some magic underneath there that he's gonna do.
Ooh,
I don't know. What do you think?
At Madrid. Madrid playing this home, the first leg at home, right?
Yeah.
I don't see winning away.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I'm not denying you. I know Real Madrid are going to come out raring and scoring. It is just that the form that, I don't know, Tuchel is in the league at Chelsea.
Werner.
Jamal, you said that Chelsea under a better manager is trouble. But this is too much for them.
I think this is too much for them. I think Zidane Madrid been to the final a few times. Knows his way how to get there. I think he'll edge this. I do see
it's close.
Maybe 2-1 and then the second leg 2-1 again.
Okay, I would agree with that. I do think Madrid is going to get trained out. I just don't think it's going to be as easy as people think. I think Tuchel has
Yeah,
something up his
me
sleeve.
neither.
I'm not saying
I
it's gonna
don't
be
see it being
easy.
a walk.
I'm
I
just
don't see
saying.
it being a walkover at all.
You
You
know
walk
what?
over here.
I'll call 1-0 Chelsea tomorrow.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna just say a solid 1-0. And
1
there'll be
0
like
That's that
20,
English bias.
20 something shots for Real Madrid. They're gonna be shooting all over the place, but they're
But
not gonna
here's the
find it.
thing.
1-0 Chelsea.
Here's the thing. Then put it this way: if Chelsea win the game tomorrow at Bernabeu, they win the tie.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it.
If they win tomorrow, they win the tie. No doubt about it. 100% sure.
And
If
if
they
they beat
win,
City, good.
sorry, to judge Joe. If they win with a clean sheet, or if they win
General, if they win in general,
general,
yeah.
In
But
general,
if Chelsea win, it's gonna be
even
with
if
a
they
clean
don't
sheet.
get a clean sheet, because okay,
1-0,
if they don't
2-1.
get a clean sheet, that's more away goals.
right? But
Exactly.
if they get like a 2-1 win,
Still, that's still two
Go
away
away
goals.
goals.
that's
You
two
said
away
you
goals for Chelsea. Okay, I hear you
Yeah.
guys. Yes,
one and a home.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like something about this game to feel right, and I think Chelsea may just edge it, but I guess we'll see.
As much as I say that, right, there is something that has been itching since the beginning of the Champions League. Watching Chelsea, and I've
Mhm.
been saying everybody's talking about all the other teams, but
Mhm.
nobody's talking about Chelsea.
Yeah.
No.
Chelsea, this is Chelsea's best chance to win the Champions League in a long time,
And to
and
be fair,
they just might. And
I
honestly,
agree.
if they beat Madrid, I'm backing them the rest of the way.
I do too. I'm sorry, City fans. I know,
Brother,
I said originally, right,
brother,
that City. I know I said originally, right, that City. I think City would win it once they get to this position because I know you're going to be PSG. That we're going to talk about that in a second,
Wait, what?
right? I know they're going to be PSG anyway. But the fact of the matter is that because of the fact that the only time I saw Chelsea got manhandled was the 5-2, which is an anomaly. Okay, and then they beat you guys in the
whoa,
FA Cup.
wait there.
Yeah, bro.
Wait, on the Tuchel.
On the
Okay,
Tuchel. On the
well,
Tuchel, bro.
carry
Come
on,
on. Okay, so you got bad handled against that one weird West Brom game, and that's typical Premier League. Tuchel needed a crash course in what could happen in the Premier League, and he got it. But outside of that, and watching that FA Cup game with City, and y'all don't come to me with this whole thing about FA Cup different than Premier League and Premier League different than Champions League, right? Watching that game, I don't know. I just saw a manager in every single. I saw Tuchel in every single Chelsea player. You be here, you move here, you do that, and y'all meet them in the final. I don't think it's gonna be any walkover. Or when y'all meet them in the final. When y'all meet them in the final. I don't think it's gonna be on walkover. And with that being said, I think you should move to the PSG Man City game. I already told y'all. I think Man City gonna bang PSG, and I'm gonna
Let
enjoy it.
all the
But
rest
yeah.
haters go first. Clear them out the way.
So that
No, I'm
means
not
so
hitting
that
them
means
Start
in
with
here.
Memphis.
Yeah, Memphis, you go.
Mhm.
Anyways, cause y'all seem to be smoking something tonight.
mango leaf.
Really?
Oh,
That's the
this is
typical
stronger than
thing.
mango leaf, dog.
So to speak.
Them man probably
So,
put some sauce off leaf.
go ahead, boss. All right. So you
Um,
know what's your
but
prediction for this?
depending on whether Mbappe is fit or not,
What does it mean? But
and I don't know if Marquinhos also recovered from the couple weeks ago. But depending on who PSG puts out, I think PSG can beat City.
canon and will is two
Because
different
one
things.
one thing City is very much subject to is counterattacks.
That is true.
And that's what PSG did against Bayern.
Hmm.
So and
Okay, all right.
PSG have a lot of pace as well, because Di Maria ain't slow. Neymar ain't slow.
No.
Mbappe definitely ain't slow.
But
Draxler
to
might
be
Draxler might be slow.
to be
Yeah, all
fair
right.
though, I think City dominates possession in a different way than Bayern does. They control the game more. So I think that they won't be as susceptible to a counter attack as Bayern were
Hmm.
in
Hmm.
those two legs.
Well,
Uh,
they
3-0
dominate possession in the
City.
Premier League. Okay, you gone far.
3-0 City. I'm sorry. I hate to say it as United fan, but I think it's very true.
Somebody clip
Mbappe, Mbappe gonna get show up in this game. He get
take off
show
the
so
United
much.
shot you have on, dog. Take off the United.
I'm just talking facts, man. I talk facts. I not really facts because
Do you really? Because when you talk about Maguire,
okay, that's Maguire is biased. That's very biased. But I don't know. What y'all think? Talk to me. Before I get to the City fans, Joe, what do you think?
Boy, this tie.
Yeah, it's a rough tie.
I would love to see PSG win.
But
if we're being real, but City can beat them. City can beat them because like I said, if PSG don't capitalize on the counter attack opportunities, and it comes down to a possession based game and waiting it out, they're not beating City in that kind of football. If you allow City to take control of the game and play it at their pace and all of that, they're not winning. But with that being said, I'm going. Oh boy, I'm going 2-1 PSG.
Ooh, okay.
I'll go 2-1 City.
2-1 City.
Smart boy.
Jamal is a City. Oh yeah, all the non-City fans gone into it. So now City fans time.
2-0 City.
That's fair.
Jamal, you can touch this trophy too.
That's fair. 3-0 is plenty. My 3-0 is kind of plenty. The extra goal I put there because I don't like Mbappe. But yeah, 2-0. 2-0 seems fair to me. Munchie, you impressed.
Put whoever talk full screen. Out of Moy and Munchie. Put the two of them full screen.
Why? The man neck asked to be clipped.
Clip them one time.
Give them the screen, man. It's daytime.
That man. No man, I can sense a little indecisive.
Who?
Exactly.
My name alone says it all. Like for real.
Let me remind you.
Munchie, would you like to be clipped?
Says it all.
Munchie, would you like to be clipped?
You guys can clip me, but here's the thing: when I'm clipped and I'm right, you guys don't play it to say like, "Oh, Munchie, you're not." You guys only clip the negatives, so that means I'll never get clipped. You guys will never play me.
You have to do like
you guys will never play me.
Make your own clip and send it in order to be played.
Yeah, that's a good idea. We played Moy's clip at the beginning of the show. Yeah, we played Moy's clip. You see,
right?
we're trying to get some balance.
I'm saying. So, I'm saying this time, it's not going to be a walkover for City per se. Everybody knows that, right?
Really?
And yes, we're vulnerable to the counter attack. So that's why I was telling Moy we should start Fernandinho for this game rather than Rodri. Rodri isn't mobile enough, right? Fernandinho will get there, do those nasty, clean, bookable free tackles and fouls that we all know he loves to do. Kick down a man right there and just run away. Rodri would kick down a man and turn up with the ref. Oh, ref, it's not a foul. Ref say, what? Take this yellow. Shut your mouth. You understand what I'm saying?
Wow.
So, this PSG game now, everybody's talking about Neymar, Mbappe, Di Maria. Like, so what about PSG midfield? What about their back line? Like, their midfield and back line isn't vulnerable? Like, City don't have nobody. City don't have nobody for attack. All City do are just play Bernardo Silva and Raheem Sterling, the centre back, Phil Foden, the left back, and Zinchenko in the defensive midfield. That's basically what you guys telling me. Because from ever since I'm in this tie, everything for you guys are Mbappe, Di Maria, and like City don't have any attack, and City don't have a back line to stop these guys.
I hate to say it. I agree with Munchie.
Munchie also talking like they ain't go up against Bayern. Bayern have players in every position in the park. So how can you say that?
Except striker.
Thank you, John.
They had two promotions.
And Barcelona, they knocked out Barcelona. They knocked out Bayern. Come on,
Barcelona is not Barcelona, as we know.
Wow.
But the difference is,
I mean, they even came up against Man.
The difference is
one player.
Barcelona and Bayern Munich didn't have a Phil Foden. Okay, That's the main
Mm,
difference.
Yo,
mm,
yo.
mm,
Okay.
You know, be
Okay.
funny if Phil
mm.
Foden don't even play. That'd be
Josh,
funny, right?
Wow. Yes, bro.
Josh,
Crazy.
O'Neal is making some valuable points in the
And
conversation.
Yeah,
you guys can
I was
admit
just about to
this.
share
Phil
it.
Foden to score on Wednesday.
If
Phil
he even
Uh,
play.
Foden to score on Wednesday. Phil
Go home,
Foden
good.
to score
So
on Wednesday.
he's scoring the one goal in the 2-1.
Well, it's 2-1.
What's your
I'm winning this
prediction,
game
Munchie?
2-0.
2-0, okay.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Shaq, you didn't heard me.
okay, all right.
Yeah, go ahead. I hear you, bro.
Phil Foden to
Okay,
score.
okay. All right, Moy, go
Alright,
ahead.
boys.
Your prediction. Quickly, Moy, go ahead. We haven't talked to get the
I
comments.
am I'm going to base this off of Josh saying we taking off price tag off of people. Anybody ready to get Kylian
Mm.
Mbappe for free this summer? So
With
that is exactly going
Mm.
to happen.
Talk,
the
He's
bro.
not going
Arsenal
to do
Talk.
fans, like,
nothing.
you guys put up your
Talk.
guys'
No,
hands.
Okay,
he's
Talk.
I
not.
see what you're
He's
doing
not.
there. I see
He's
what
not
you're doing
going to
there.
come, and
Talk.
he's not going to do anything. So Arsenal, if you all want Phil Foden for free, start applying now because I'll do you all a favor, okay?
Phil
And I'm
Foden.
going to agree with
Foden,
Phil
Monchi.
not
Foden.
take no.
I
Oh,
said
Mbappe
Foden,
mean.
Phil Foden.
Yeah, you don't want to say that. You don't want to say that. Yeah, there we go.
I
Zero
don't want
dollars.
for that. I do
Zero
I
for
mean,
dollars.
Arsenal could have signed Mbappe already. You know, they
Arsenal
turned
can
it
take
down
him.
then.
Arsenal with anybody.
Arsenal
But
could
I
sign
will help
him.
you all out and give you all Mbappe on a little free transfer or a little 50 mil because a lot of price are dropping off of these two legs. And I'm going with Monchi that I'm going with this 2-0 win in this first game. Dominant
Come
City. Still in easy. Still easy for us this
Moy,
still
championship.
easy for
who
you.
starting that centre back, Moy? John Diaz?
If what?
In the
John
matter
Diaz
for now,
starting
right?
that centre back?
I would personally reward Laporte again. I will give it to Laporte. But I don't know. Anybody comes,
No
nobody
matter.
passes. Pure
Anybody?
shelling.
Mm.
Pure
Anybody?
shelling.
Quickly, let's get the
Pure
fans in.
shelling.
just send for
Brian
straight,
saying here,
Alex.
I like
They want to throw it.
Man
Okay.
City. The only reason wouldn't want City to win is because I can tell Chelsea won a Champions League already and City never won. That's all. That is true. They haven't. All right. O'Neal says you start changing mouth. You start
Yes.
talking to you. Isaac
Yes.
says a couple of weeks ago, I swear y'all said this was easy for City.
Yes.
Still is.
Agreed.
City don't have a striker either. And then he says, last time Mbappe played City, put y'all in a blender.
And that's
Yes,
and you're playing for Monaco then.
yeah, I
Pep
remember
was the
that
manager
game.
too, right?
Was
And
he?
I had,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
who I had in my
Yeah,
back
he was.
line
So, mhm.
I mean, y'all just said
Okay.
y'all can come with anybody now.
that time? Then I had
No, but then
Demichelis,
but then you can't say that. You can't
Otamendi.
say who you had in your backline because you won championships with that backline.
True.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No excuses, Munchie. No excuses.
Rashford
Like
retired.
for real. Like for real.
Yes,
I mean,
for
like
real.
for me, but it's not facts.
Otamendi, Ruben Diaz. Like
Come
for
on,
real,
It's not
come
Shaq.
on.
facts.
Okay,
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 It's
Monchi.
not
No,
okay.
it's
facts.
facts.
You
It's facts.
Okay,
you bring
Monchi.
Skillaci,
Don't mess them
bring
man up. Them man
Skillaci
win.
and
But
Drew,
Skillaci
bring
they didn't win
Skillaci and
titles.
Drew
No, but
versus
Munchie, that's fair.
no,
Munchie,
bring
that's
They didn't win
Skillaci
disrespectful.
and
titles.
Drew in this Premier League season right now.
They
And
did
tell me
not
where you
have
finish.
titles. So
Munchie,
why are we bringing them into this conversation?
true. That's
Soul Campbell, you for
disrespectful, man.
Canada.
Monchi,
Soul
I
Campbell,
agree
you
with
for
No,
you
Canada.
that one.
I'm
You
talking
come in.
about player for player. You're talking about championship. I'm talking about player for player. You're talking about championship. That's totally unfair, shot.
No, but
Player
it's
for
not
player and
unfair.
championship are two
It's
different
not
things.
unfair. It's not unfair because when you bought Otamendi, you had high hopes of
Memphis could have
Otamendi.
played this City centre back.
And I think
Wow.
Otamendi
Yo,
was
I'm
still
only a
Memphis could
centre
have
back
played
myself.
centre back for
I'm
City
only
and
a centre
still
back
won the
myself, so
league.
calm down.
Munchie,
Otamendi was
you won the league with
Um,
Otamendi, you won championships with Jimmy Kills and so, and then now they just suddenly crap.
your back line just lost to Leeds, bro, and a toothless
I never
Chelsea.
said they crap. Shaq.
Munchie,
I'm
chill.
comparing
Man, acting like
Otamendi
he
and
had
Demichelis
prime
with
Terry
Ruben
and
Diaz.
Carvalho stats. So Terry and Carvalho were the best centre back partnership
But why are
in
you
Premier
doing
Hey,
League.
that?
hey.
Next to
Vidic and
Vidic and
Ferdinand.
next to
man.
stats say
People
otherwise, but
talking about
go
my
ahead.
backline just lost to Leeds and toothless Chelsea. My backline has secured me a title already so far for the season and one on the way for Sunday. What are y'all talking about? Like, give me a break.
A couple of things here earlier on.
Yeah,
Pepperton
the
said
ball.
here Hazard might play in that game. That would be
Like for
great though.
real?
Hazard play in the game though, and Hazard
That's
score a
so.
hat trick.
Poor Aspilicueta.
No,
But
you don't think
Remember
so,
but
that
Jamal?
Hazard, boy.
I think Hazard's season's done.
He's done.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think
He might
that's
get
what I
subbed
heard.
on.
Oh, his days are done, Jamal.
Yeah, it's
Season.
5 weeks
It's
left.
not
in the season.
season. He said, they're not days.
Oh, season.
Oh,
Oh.
season.
Yes,
Oh,
season.
okay. Well,
Oh.
are his days done? What's the last point? Are his days done?
No, because
No.
when he's fit, he plays well.
Yeah,
But just
I
can't
don't
stay
think
fit.
so. I don't think so. And Hazard has put on a lot of weight since going to Real Madrid, boss.
Yeah.
He have a problem, dog.
Crazy.
Every off season, I'm gonna get fat.
But he said
Yeah.
he did. They had an interview with him where he said that. He says that he puts on weight extremely easily.
yeah.
He looked lean on Saturday when he came on. He looked a bit more lean.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Memphis,
Man,
Well, that's
Memphis,
what
question
happened when
for
you go
you.
Real Madrid.
Current
Huh?
Hazard right now. Current Hazard right now. Or
Uh,
Pepe.
Current Hazard.
Wow.
They
Yeah,
probably
like
have the same
shut
amount of
up.
goal. They
Yes,
probably have the
yes.
same amount of goal contributions, though.
Wow.
Alright, let's try watch that move from Pepe now because Pepe conversion rate is very good. When Pepe plays, Pepe contributes
Yeah,
to goals
That's
and
the
also
thing. That's the
don't come
thing.
with
That's
that.
the thing. When he plays, y'all don't play
Yeah,
the
but that's
Yeah,
not
but
on
that's not
him
his
though.
fault. That's not the
That's not
player's
on
fault.
him.
Come on, bro. Come on.
I like Pepe.
Wow.
justice for Pepe.
Yeah, I like him too.
Man, don't play
He's a good
Willian
player.
over Pepe. What is a Willian?
That is not true though. When last William gets a game, I just love for wash I move for my team now. But I'm
The
gonna
last year.
touch up principle.
Wow.
I just say all I do. I just do the same thing I want.
Imagine Arsenal try salvage the point and it's Soban William.
Yo,
I was like,
Yo,
wow.
Munchie, I think
Remember Willian
the
Peter
last
leaving
I think in
Arsenal
the
to
last
leaving
year,
now.
right? Yo, Munchie, in the last season.
We haven't
The last
even
year, I
talking
think
about Arsenal though.
I think Arsenal lose more home games at home. Lose more home games than Wenger did in his last 6 seasons in the past year.
Mm.
Yeah, that is correct.
And them a riot for show Wenger, dog. Yo, give this man a statue or something, dog. Y'all,
Yeah,
rename
you
the
get it.
stadium Arsene Wenger Stadium or something.
Mm.
And
But
Wenger
I
didn't
didn't
finish
riot.
out the top
I
four.
didn't riot.
Never,
I didn't
ever,
riot
ever.
to yes we
Give
did.
the man
Arsene Wenger.
give the
Yes,
man
we
a
did.
stadium.
I think we should
Yes, we
change
did,
the name
Munchie.
of the Carabao Cup final.
To what?
The Man City Cup.
Yeah.
Well, I best name the FA Cup, the Wenger Cup then.
The Arsenal Cup.
And Arsenal Cup.
But that no.
Might as well.
My
Joe
struggle
Bucket
is
so-
Carabao.
all the
Nah,
time
nah.
on you know that. You know that.
Okay. All right.
Mm.
Okay. Well, thanks a lot, guys. Jamal over there, like you both the fast stick though. You know,
Yeah.
We're
so
doing Europa League too.
he died over here. I wasn't gonna do that, because it's a second-rate competition. But sure, you
Oh,
wanna try
Like, who watches Europa League? Like, for real?
Big man, you don't even watch Champions League. You can't even watch midweek. Yeah, hush
Who
mouth.
watches Europa League? But yeah, I think it's United and Roma, Arsenal and Villarreal, right? So
Okay, predictions.
Five man player watch
Oh.
Europa League.
yeah, tell you, that's what I'm trying to say.
And the other two man of them just come.
Just
For what Tuesday, Wednesday football.
That is
They're not
true.
accustomed to watching it this long, starting on to them.
That is very, very true. But see, that's
But
the
the other
wonderful
thing-
thing about football.
But since I start watch it, my TV never changed on Tuesday, Wednesday though.
So you go.
Just saying.
So you go.
Just saying.
You go.
Because when
It's a process, though,
when
bro.
you go,
Because it
you
was a
just
very
ready to
long
go
time
home,
when
ain't
you
it?
were not watching it.
No,
Yeah,
when
yeah.
they go, then just ready for not top watch.
Okay, 30 seconds in the Bush League then. 30 seconds in the Bush League.
Yes.
United beating
4-1
Roma. 4-1
4-1
Roma. Okay.
Go away. 3-1.
3-1 Roma.
Yeah.
Joe. Let's go.
Yo,
I didn't know what to expect for them man now. Them man got all to do that.
what is happening?
This man say like 5-2 Grenada or
Roma
something.
struggling
Let's go.
all season. Roma struggling all season.
They will
come on
find form
here.
against
I say
United.
4-1 and 3-1. What the?
That's good.
I,
For
You're gonna have something to
Joe,
prove.
Joe, talk to
So,
me.
Joe,
I said 2-1 Roma.
2-1 Roma. Jamal.
I think United will win.
Come
2-1.
on, Jamal.
Yo, Jamal is just the realest.
Two.
Jamal,
But
this
hear
is
the man now.
Manchester United.
But hear the
I
man
know
now.
it's Manchester you support, but come on,
Like,
Jamal. You gotta know the difference between red and blue. You didn't go
Boys,
primary school, Jamal? Red and blue? No?
it's Roma. What Roma sitting at the table?
What?
Roma. 2-1. 2-1 United.
2-1 United. Shaq,
I prefer not to comment, sir.
you prefer not to comment? Well,
Yo,
okay
stop.
then.
That sound like a
Arsenal,
United win.
Arsenal Villarreal.
Yo,
Since he never
Emery
commented, he can't
revenge
comment
now.
on this one.
Okay,
Emery
all right,
revenge
bro.
now.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. You couldn't
Emery
comment either
revenge.
one. Okay, Emery revenge. Go ahead, Memphis. Start with the most biased ones like last time. Go ahead.
Dog. Gerard Moreno hat trick.
Okay, 3-0.
Support
3-0.
you, Arsenal.
Man, 3-0, dog.
3-0.
And get your strike the dog. And
Yeah,
get your
that.
strike the dog.
Abba
3-0.
fit. Abba fit.
Okay,
Martin,
Abba, I have malaria.
The man don't recover that.
Moy, good.
What
Good,
kind of
Moy.
what kind of meds you take?
Ain't kids, you better Aubameyang at the moment.
Hey, wind up fucking screaming now, Jackie.
Ooh, we gotta go now. We gotta go, guys.
Yo,
2-1 Arsenal.
2-1
2-1 Arsenal for me.
Okay, 2-1 Arsenal for
and kept the
Munchie.
one celebration forgot.
Only you're saying something. You say Roma going through, Oli always battling semis. True. Emery dusting Arsenal, by the way. All right. Moy, prediction.
I said 2-1. 2-1 Arsenal.
2-1. Andrew?
Sorry.
Yeah.
You the boy.
Anyways,
Confidence big wrong. Oh,
no,
boy.
confidence about man, but I watch every weekend Bang Barca and Emery rest 3 big players, Cackwelling and so.
And the game was close.
Yeah,
the game was close. They played well.
But with that being said, no, until the wheels fall off, Arsenal 3-1.
Okay. So you're removing logic and
Until the
focusing on
wheels fall
emotion.
off.
No, logic is included too. Come on, Josh.
Okay. I'm just asking a question, bro. I'm asking a question.
So let's
Josh,
get
leave
to
Jamal
Jamal
for last, please. Leave Jamal for last, Josh.
Jamal last. Jamal, because I'm not going. Go ahead, Jamal. Go ahead, Jamal. You last.
2-2. I don't think we'll win in Spain.
3-2.
2-2.
Or 2-2.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
a 2-2.
2-2.
Oh, it's a draw. I can live with that, Jamal.
Okay. All right.
I can live with that.
Okay.
Hey,
All
I
right.
can't wait for the return fixture.
The boss said we can't win in England.
Yeah, leave Jamal alone.
I think it's a good chance, but we'll probably lose 2-1.
I don't think we'll concede less than 3.
Yeah, Shaq said stop watching out for the bad team, right? So
No, man. When they go out, so we can't say nothing because Jamal had it, so. Jamal, everything they said just now was direct quotes from Jamal.
That is true. That's why we love Jamal. Jamal is the best. He's the best.
Wait,
I'm looking forward to it. All right, and don't forget, Emery need this cup. He definitely need this cup. He needs this.
Yo,
Arsenal need this cup too.
Everybody needs this cup.
Oh, they definitely need a cup.
Everybody need a trophy. Arsenal need Champions League football. Literally, you need Champions League football.
All they need a semi-final win.
Can I just ask quick question? So I was watching this YouTube video. This person isn't a United fan, by the way, before y'all come with some biases. But I was watching a YouTube video. This person was asking if Ollie is a PE teacher, is Arteta the school janitor?
Ooh.
Wow. That's a qualified school janitor there.
I tell you, I'm very qualified.
What
Okay. All right. Again, neutral this season.
Wait.
First season, win semi-final, win trophy.
Memphis, if that guy didn't support Man United, what club did he support?
Pardon?
You said that guy didn't support Man United. What club did he support?
Show top
I don't
now.
know. You probably know you probably watch the channel. It's HITC Sport, the Irish dude.
I don't.
Yeah, he
Oh,
tripping.
that channel. I
Yeah,
know
we
you're
the chat
talking
chat for
about.
long video there. It don't make sense.
He funny though.
Okay.
Yep.
All right
Yeah,
then. So,
like Marshall, right?
Like
and
Aubameyang, he
with
kind of
that,
thing.
and with that,
Like
Go for the
Nketiah,
win.
like Xhaka.
oh wow,
Yeah, I'm continue. Like Bellerin. Yeah, I'm continue. Cause
oh
your whole
man.
squad and laugh is stuck the big boss.
That one the body you understand.
You're fight
Hashtag
for top half
Jamal.
of the table.
We need
You're
Don't
fight for
bother
someone
top
me.
half of the
11.
table.
Don't
Yeah,
bother me,
You're
Joe
fight
and
for the
Todd.
top
nobody,
I
half of the
agree.
table.
and nobody now
Fancy.
laugh at the full squad. I until now we're the end.
Memphis
Nope.
hurt.
What you win? What you win this season?
Right.
Where win?
Big.
But
See?
but me, you know, we're not this
Other
season.
than
This season
avoiding
is only
relegation,
Yo,
what else you
Sharp.
You
do?
know,
What else you do
Me
other
was
than
just
avoid
saying when
and
you
relegation?
when
see
you
the
win,
boss.
when you win,
Eh?
when you win,
Eh?
Nah. Joe hurt.
when you
Memphis.
win.
Beating
Second place
Manchester
trophy,
City
Dip.
Cup.
Memphis hurt.
Yo, Sharp.
With
Yo,
second
Sharp,
place.
you're
Yo,
on Community Shield. It goes down as something.
I mean, I understand the Mandy. I'm counting it, you know. You count that.
Yeah, you look good in my cabinet.
Oh, you took the time. Spurs with the dead for
Damn.
one of
All
them.
right.
Man,
I was going to
only
say
cabinet
that.
look.
All right.
Oh, no wonder
I
I
like
think to
I like
defeat the
I like
janitor.
I like
Arsenal
I
So you
like
have
versus
a
how
higher
I like how you had to
Arteta for
send
come
Ole instead
clean.
of United
No,
cabinet.
so the
I just like
cobweb.
that.
Oh, that's true. That's a good point.
but
Anyway,
I
all
mean
right.
I mean Memphis, if we're talking about trophy cabinets, only you and Josh can talk to them.
Facts.
Woo!
Jamal,
Hey, that's a low blood here. Joe, that's a low blood here. See that quiet? They will
I
go on
didn't,
like
I
the
didn't,
internet.
I didn't get
They
it.
will go on
I
like the
didn't get
internet
it.
sticker.
I didn't get
I
that one.
ain't
Though. I'm
get
sorry.
it.
That one went over my head. That one went
Josh,
over. I didn't get it.
Yo,
your boy
on a
just start
prospect.
Josh,
Yo, Munchie Lago.
just
Eh,
start
show
with
Munchie in the
trophy.
Lago.
Only one shelf for them the cabinet have a trophy.
No, but hold on, the Munchie Lago.
Man, lag out.
Munchie quiet, bad.
One shelf pulling up. Don't worry.
No, I'm
Don't
here.
worry. When you just
Yeah, he's pulling up,
come,
bro.
you
Yeah.
think United
No.
was like
He
that.
made a
And
statement.
nobody know nothing.
What do I have to say?
Arsenal
He
was
didn't
like
call any
that.
names.
Slowly creeping up. Don't worry. Oil money there.
Boy,
Plenty.
y'all taking shots, boy. Y'all taking plenty shots tonight,
Munchie,
boy.
what mean he didn't call no name? He said only me and Josh can talk to them, meaning only me and Josh can talk to Arsenal. Only one of the team here.
I mean, we know.
Yeah, that's what I'm
We
saying.
know, Man U, Liverpool, and Arsenal are the three biggest teams in England. So I know you're going out.
Well, look at my face, man.
That's fine.
Lord of
That's
mercy.
fine. I'm winning. I'm
Since
making
when
history
is
for myself now. I don't have to worry about
No.
there. I'm
You're
making
gonna
it
talk
No,
about
now.
since
trophies
when-
now? You're gonna talk about trophies, Munchy?
No. Shock. Since when
Hmm.
is spelled WAS?
What? Since
You know,
what?
pass out in nothing.
That's not true. That's still the case.
I saw what he tried, but then I failed. Man.
You really failed.
Can I say
Like
something?
mentally, you haven't been
Oh,
at your
Lord,
in fine
mercy.
form tonight.
This is targeting
Your
that
comebacks
shot
have been very weak
specifically.
tonight.
I remember when
No.
United beat Manchester City
You guys
in the derby,
saying
and I was bringing back history, and he was like, "Oh, why you bringing back history? Because you only shame. Why you bringing back history? Because you shame, and your team not doing nothing at the moment.
What
You're
history
not
you talking
shame
about?
that.
that's what I'm
No,
saying.
I just stated fact.
No.
Go back to
Question I want to ask them, boy. Question I want to ask them. Let's ask Bayern Munich, PSG, Real Madrid, who they rather meet in a Champions League right now, Arsenal or Manchester City. I'm just asking.
And that defines
They most likely pick Arsenal.
Well,
Knowing Bayern Munich and how much they love nonsense on Twitter.
All of them, if they really value the competition and team football, they'd pick Man City. They don't want a harder competition. So,
yeah, but we don't. But we know Bayern don't want competition.
No, so who's Bayern don't want competition exactly. So that's why they go for Arsenal. So I don't know since when
because that's
you're coming
because
saying
that's the
like
type of club they are.
Arsenal is a big club in England.
Anybody
But they
going for
are.
Arsenal?
Big club in
It's
England.
doing
Like
I just
right
like
now,
the fact
Arsenal is
that
a
he
big
can
club in
only-
England.
But they are.
Hey, Pan,
Tyler,
by
Tyler,
chance,
Arsenal?
man, I'm probably
by
about
chance, you
Arsenal
get
at the
a
moment.
Super League invitation. You just relax yourself over there.
It's my
Calm
money.
down.
I'm money.
That's a conversation for a
Calm
different day.
down.
Yeah, there's
How are you trying
Ah,
to say Man City
boy.
bigger than Arsenal when we have bigger history than the club?
This man just
That's
say
why we're
we
saying
have big
history.
history.
That's all the
Who
guys
do we
living on.
come
Yo,
from?
We're talking
Where
about
Who do we
now.
from?
oh
Yeah, but
boy,
it's
yo,
big team. So how
wow.
you can't just be a big team in 5 years?
Jamal just left
Yes,
the
you
side
can.
piece. I think y'all missed that.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, then.
He
Hey,
just disowned City.
but hey, what if City win all the major trophies for the next 5 years, I'll still have more trophy than I.
I don't know.
And
So
and
what,
and
How
and
much
that
trophy Arsenal have?
and
Hey,
and
I'll
that
you
show
tell
my
me,
boy. Okay, I'm not counting nothing tonight.
you tell
More
me,
than
you tell me, Munchie. Tell me,
now you
Munchie.
start run. Now
Tell
you
me,
start
Munchie.
run.
Tell me, Munchie.
You know, me go look 'em up.
Okay.
For me now,
Let,
me
let
guarantee
me
two
ask
Yo,
you a
trophy every
Joe,
question.
season
Joe,
for the
You're
next 10
on.
years. That's the 20 trophy. And me
Joe.
one know if you have more than 40 trophy in the your cabinet.
Joe,
Oh boy.
you see
I
where
Me
mean,
the
want to see for
if I
numbers.
if I wanted a
uh,
history lesson, I'd watch Discovery. All right, the man, very very
I
reasonable guy.
mean,
Because
he
Excellent
Chelsea
guy.
guy.
yo,
He
yo,
has no
like them
history.
man's
yo,
team
I'm
born
Chelsea
with
fan. No,
trophies.
that's a
He
make them not
has
like
no
history. No,
history.
I'm gonna let them. Y'all keep talking about man who have no history. I don't know y'all get these facts from me. Y'all need to go and
Yo,
stretch up your
actually, to be
facts
fair,
properly.
I hate to say it. Anyone, we should close the show. But I hate to say it. The City do have some history. I just watched a picture yesterday of a Man City Man United derby, and all 10 people were there, black and white. Man have on the old time caps like it's an episode of that show members like
Go
to
ahead.
watch.
I don't mean
You
they were there
know,
to
The
watch
first team in
City.
Manchester to bring home a trophy.
it's
I'm just saying.
Still trophy winning, right? We still winning
We
trophies
don't
and
have any
stuff
history,
while we're
but
coming
we're the
up.
first team to bring home a
So
trophy in Manchester.
they have yeah.
Arsenal have one in Europe too. So
Well, when you did that, Man United wasn't Man United, really. So you were
it
the
might not
only
have been the
team.
UCL, but it was a
and
European competition.
City wasn't City when United was winning. So let's go.
What y'all saying to me?
Yeah,
You
exactly.
mean
I
City
agree with
didn't
you.
have oil money?
Yep. That's before
Exactly.
they buy.
Mm-hmm.
Don't buy
Oil
So
them
money
buy
y'all,
and
players.
y'all
Guys,
went
City
City
and
guys,
before that?
is that
guys,
Wow.
guys, I just want to remind you to tune in to the Champions League game to watch Neymar and Mbappe turn John Diaz inside out.
yo.
That
Let's
is all.
let's finish the show. This man needs sleep.
I've been trying to finish this for like
This
20
man,
minutes now.
Wait
Yeah,
till
it's
that.
considered
Just
shut
press the
up.
button down.
Okay, I'm going to press the button. You guys have a good night. All right, good night.
Thank you for watching Island Fans. Don't forget to like and
let's go,
subscribe to our
Roma.
YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you'll know when there are new videos and updates. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and like us on Facebook. Island Fans, for the passion of the game.